this tutorial I will teach you how to implement producer consumer in C. So basically what producer consumer concept work like if producer are the one that produce some product. In my case it is a value, and the consumer are the ones that consume that product. The consuming process work like if the consumer one arrived, then it will wait for the first producer to produce it value, and if it is already available, then the first producer product is assigned to the first consumer, second producer product is assigned to second consumer, and so on and so forth. I have fixed my size of the array to 5, that if 7 or 5, 6, 7 producer arrive at the same time and there is no consumer to consume their product, then initial 5 will be allowed to produce their product, and the rest one will have to wait. So let's run the code to make a better understanding. So first of all I will maximize it. Now I will move to desktop because my source file is in the desktop. Then I will run my source code, that is pc.c, to compile it, so that if there is any error then it will show me there are no errors. Now I will run it. Let's say initially there are 3 consumers. This is for 1 for only to add only producer, 2 for only consumers, and 3 for if both arrived. So let's say initially only consumer arrived, then I will choose 2 and I will enter 3. Let's say 3 consumer arrived. So there is no producer, there are no products in the array, so these have to wait. So 3 consumers are basically waiting. Now I will enter that let's say 1 producer arrived and it entered value 23. So this value entered in the queue, then I had 3 consumers waiting. The first consumer will get this 23, that is 1 consumer free with value 23. And now initially 3 consumers were waiting, now 2 consumers are waiting, and 0 producer is waiting. And now if both of them arrived, then it's asking that the enter number of producer, let's say 10, and consumer are 40. So what arrived first? So let's say consumer arrived first. Now producer, let's say 1 entered because there were many consumer waiting, so this second one has assigned this value and get free. Now 2, 3, these all are getting free correspondingly because these consumers are already waiting. Okay. And now that's all about this consumer producer. This source code, if you are interested in getting the source code, then you can find it in the description. In the description the source code is given, and just use it and have fun. This fourth option, that is display, is to display the status of the queue. So if I enter 4, then it will display the status of the queue, and that is this one, and 0 for exit. So if you really like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.